find us on the web at mbradio.com.
The station where our veterans' voices are heard, MBR Talk.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. Welcome, Quack.
Program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
The web at mbradio.com.
Hey, let's go! Get in here! Get in here right now! Get in here! Hey, we got 30 minutes for the rest of our lives! 30 minutes for the rest of our lives! That's our bad in the first half. It ain't happening. We get the ball. I promise you one thing. We're going to hit somebody and we're taking down the field for a touchdown. I guarantee you that. Guarantee. Look at me. Let's go. We got 30 minutes. Let's go. For the rest of our lives. Let's go. Let's go. Lock on. Hey. Lock on. Hey. Put your heart on the table. We got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the final timeout.
Welcome. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As my sound producer just said, you are watching the final timeout, the All-Star show. We had the MLB All-Star weekend wrap up last night with a 4-0 victory for the AL All-Stars. Gotta say, I was a little surprised by that result. Definitely the NL, the more talented league, but the AL was all over them. It's a matchup that we saw a lot of pitching dominance in as well. You know, Carlos Sanchez had himself a rough, or not Carlos, Christopher Sanchez had a rough first inning, and that's where most of our runs came from. You had 3 runs scored for the AL there. And then after that, it was mostly quiet for the rest of the night in terms of pitching. Or in terms of batting, the pitchers, like I said, just very dominant. Obviously, this is something that'll happen. You know, it's year to year. It's like you've got these great batters, you've got these great pitchers, and it's like which one's gonna kind of take. You know, is it going to be evenly matched? Sometimes it is. Sometimes one side of the ball just is really dominant. And in this case, we just saw a lot of fantastic pitching. It was 3-0 for most of the game. Miguel Vargas added our final score with a solo home run at the top of the 8th inning. And that was all she wrote for the scoring. We had some fantastic pitching performances on both sides. Sanchez, obviously, tough to do that in front of the home crowd there in Philadelphia. You know, a 3 ERA, was able to get out of the inning, but had to throw 34 pitches. It was a tough one. But then you look back at some of these other guys throughout the night. Jesus Luzardo for the NL had himself a fantastic showing in the 4th inning. Only 6 pitches thrown in there. He got out of there really fast. Over on the NL side, I really liked what Jacob Latz did. Man, he just came out there, was really quick getting off the mound though. You had Dylan Cease who opened it up, man. He got 3 strikeouts. You know, it was looking a little choppy for him at first, but once he got into the groove, he really got through that first inning, kept that lead for him. So overall, just a clinic of pitching, really from both sides, but it's just one bad inning, man, in a game like this where it's really just a defensive brawl back and forth can really tip the scales in one team's favor. Gotta give it to MLB All-Star Weekend, though. I want to know what my viewers think, but what's your guys' favorite like pro sports All-Star type of weekend? I do think the MLB does it the best. It's not like it's probably between the MLB or NHL. Those games, they feel the most competitive. They're the most interesting. I mean, the Pro Bowl week for the NFL has become a total joke, in my opinion. It's not barely even watched anymore. Nobody cares. It's honestly just a way for players to start their vacations early. You get basically a paid trip to where like Vegas or Hawaii, wherever they be hosting it. So NBA All-Star Weekend, like you've got some cool competitions like the dunk contest, the 3-point contest. The games overall have been pretty lackluster the past couple of years. We've had like the Four Nations thing that the NHL does, which has been really good. But yeah, just something about the MLB All-Star game. Guys can still kind of go out, give it their all. And you're not really sure what to expect with it because like this game, a lot of defense. I mean, a lot of great outfield plays made. Fantastic pitching as I keep driving home. It was just a really tough defensive battle. You even had like some people, not intentionally, but there was a little bit of drama. Junior Camarino got hit by a pitch. That was a tough one to watch, man. That looked like it hurt. 97-mile-per-hour fastball caught him right on the side of the hand. So he's definitely going to be out for a while. I think he avoided breaking anything, but some major bruising there for sure, but at least there's nothing's broken. And sucks for the Rays. They're having a really great season, and now they're going to be losing one of their top guys to injury. It's just not something you want to see in an All-Star game. But yeah, let me know let me know down below what your thoughts are. What's your favorite pro sports All-Star weekend? And I didn't even mention some of the festivities. I mean, really, the big one is the home run derby, a celebrity softball game. I'm not too interested in that. That one's just that one's not too good. So I didn't really watch that. But the home run derby, yeah, we had a banger this year in the home run derby. Been the new rules, which I thought were pretty cool. So instead of it being like a timer or there being outs, anything like that, you just get 20 straight swings, take them at the pace you kind of want to. And you can't end on a home run. So you could theoretically get extra swings getting home runs, which we only really saw come into play once, but it was in a pretty big moment. So, we'll start in round one. Wilson Contreras set the bar super high, 13 homers to start. And I mean, they were blasting them on Monday night. I mean, we were seeing some absolute bombs, couple of like third deckers up there at Citizen Bank Park. The Philly fans were a great crowd. They were booing everybody except their guys, which Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber, both competing in the home run derby this year. But yeah, Contreras set the bar pretty high. Jordan Walker was the only one from round one that was able to match him with 13 home runs. There's even some guys that struggled, like Ben Rice didn't get off to the greatest start. Neither did Musakani from the White Sox, but they both finished pretty strong. When Rice got hit by a pitch from his dad was pitching for him, and his dad hit him with the pitch. It's crazy. Everyone online's joking like, all right, that's it. Charge the mound. Gotta go get pops after that one. Yeah, you had Camarilla before he got hurt with the 12 12 home runs in the first round. Schwarber and Harper both shut out, got just enough to, or Schwarber did get just enough to move on to the final four with 10. So Harper came up just a little short. He had 9 at the end of it. Then moved on to round 2. And Camarino did not do too great round 2. Only got 5. But him and Walker really were both kind of mid in round 2. So it was a good thing they went up against each other. Walker squeaked out of that one with only 6 home runs. It was definitely looked like it was tiring. Some guys are getting gassed. He only had 15 pitches in the second rounds. Schwarber and Wilson Contreras was a good semifinals match. Contreras was chasing Schwarber with 9 home runs, and he didn't get off to the best start, but he nearly caught him there at the end. Wasn't quite able to. He needed to get a homer in this final to tie it up, and then get one extra pitch to potentially take it. Wasn't quite able to get it done. And our final was set between Jordan Walker and Kyle Schwarber. Now, Schwarber's come up close in a couple of these home run derbies, but has never been able to really get the job done. Just had some crazy comebacks pulled on him. But he started off incredibly strong with got 11 home runs, was looking pretty confident, and Jordan Walker didn't get off to the best start. Caught some steam though late, and all of a sudden he's getting close, but Schwarber's still got a good lead. Comes down to he's got 8 home runs going into his final swing, and Schwarber's got 11, and Walker gets a home run with that final swing, so he gets to keep going. Hits another one. Then he hits another, and all of a sudden we're tied up, and Schwarber's looking at losing another home run derby to an insane comeback. And the final pitch comes out. Walker gets it. It's drifting, and just clears the wall. Goes out into the stands. Another home run, and that does it. Walker takes home the 2026 home run derby on an insane comeback. I mean, that was some incredible just fortitude and toughness to get that done at the end of it. But because I mean, you can get a little tired hitting those hitting constantly, like even though you're not running, like it, and the pitches aren't anything crazy. You can tell like you get a little fatigued. So to really just like after, hitting 50 or having 50 swings on the night to go out there and get 4 extras to come back and win it was incredible. But we'll take a look at some of the highlights and longest home runs from the guys. So Walker, your winner, his longest was 455 feet. And his top speed on a homer was 113 miles an hour. He was averaging 429 feet per homer and averaging around 107 on his exit velocity. Schwarber got a longest one of 445. He was averaging around 416. Again, 113 was his highest exit velocity. And that was in the finals. In the semis, he actually hit a 449 foot homer and was averaging around 410 feet. Contreras, he hit some of the biggest bombs in the semifinals. He had a 461 feet or foot home run. Walker in the semifinals against Camarino hit a 468 foot home run. and he had a highest exit elo velocity of 114. But not to be outdone, Camerino hit a 491-foot home run. I believe that was the furthest of the night. It was it was a bomb. He just passed Contreras, who hit a 490-foot homer. So they were blasting these last night. When I tell you, Harper had a good one of 482 feet in the first round. Camerino in the first round got another good one that went 487 with a 116 exit velocity. Murakami from the Sox got one of 466. Jack Caglione from the Royals didn't have the strongest showing, man. When he got them, he really got them. I was averaging 111 on his exit velocity, and they were all going around 448 feet, with his longest being 477. So even the guys that didn't have a ton of home runs, man, when they got him, they got him. It was a pretty good home run contest. Like I mentioned, Contreras first round, 490-foot homer with 115 exit velocity. So really fun and exciting All-Star weekend. And we will going to have a little break from baseball in the time being. Let's see, games start back up, I believe, on Friday, maybe Saturday. Thursday, actually, July 16th. So we're Mets and Phillies will get us back underway, and then we're back into your regularly scheduled MLB action Friday into Saturday. But taking a look at what the standings are looking like at the midseason. So Rays with a comfortable lead, not a comfortable lead, but with a couple game lead over the Yankees in the American League. Looking like it's going to be a race between those two. The White Sox and the Guardians also neck and neck in the AL Central. That's going to be a very interesting race. Interested to see how that one plays out. The AL West, just the conference of mid, honestly. Mariners and Rangers are right now in the battle for first and second. The Astros could potentially catch them. Athletics and Angels, if they catch a hot streak, maybe have a shot, but they're really starting to slip behind. You go to the NL, much better conference here. The NL East has the Braves and Phillies are neck and neck right there, 55 and 40, 54 and 43. Honestly, the Marlins aren't having too bad of a year, though. The Marlins could be a sneaky wild card team. I got 52 wins on the season. We'll see how they're looking as that wild card race shapes up. Brewers with a 5-game lead over the Cubs, with the Cubs and the Cardinals both having some pretty good seasons. Pirates aren't too bad this year either, so they got very competitive there. Milwaukee definitely wants to keep what they've got going. Can't let your foot up off the gas, because all it takes is one of these teams get hot down the stretch, and you could all of a sudden be looking at potentially losing your division. Then the Dodgers got a pretty comfortable lead over everybody in the NL West. Padres are 48 and 48. Diamondbacks 49 and 47. Rockies, Giants are both having pretty underwhelming seasons. Well, I mean, actually, the Rockies 39 and 59 is a big improvement from what we've seen in the past 2 years. They've got a playoff caliber offense. They just have the absolute worst pitching in the league. But the Dodgers, best team and the entire MLB right now, with a 61 and 36 record. They also, by far, in a way, have the largest run differential at plus 149. are absolutely tearing up the league. Still feels like it is their World Series to lose at this point. We'll see. Injuries are a thing. So nothing's guaranteed in this game. But we're going to go ahead and hit the first music break of the day. When we come back, we're going to dive a little bit into the World Cup. We're only down to 3 teams left, and we will have our third place match and our finals match all set after England and Argentina's game today. So don't go anywhere. You're watching the final timeout here on the station, giving our veterans a voice, MBR.
Take a walk with me down by the riverside, and maybe you'll see the world is changing, but it's nothing strange. We got to try our best just to rearrange. We saw the falling of the Berlin Wall as the people cried freedom, answered the call on the radio and on the TV. Then we sleep at night forever in our dreams. Freedom ring, oh let freedom ring for all to hear. Oh let freedom ring, oh let freedom ring for you, my dear. We saw the coming of the desert storm, and as our soldiers left, many lives were torn. The past is gone, but they still couldn't see the cost of freedom is never free. They battled hard as the world watched along. We kept our fingers crossed that none came harmed. When the armistice was signed that day, it proved that once again there is only one way. So let freedom ring, oh let freedom ring for all to hear. Oh let freedom ring, oh let freedom ring for you, my dear. Walked along under the bright moonlight. I kissed your cheek and I held you tight. The love we share is a gift from above. The way we live came from freedom's arm. We take for granted that tomorrow will be just like every day in the land of the free. So help me God if it would ever change. I'm gonna fight like hell. Freedom reigns. Oh, let freedom ring for all to hear. Oh, let freedom ring. Oh, let freedom ring for you, my dear.
The station where our veterans' voices are heard. MBR Talk.
Hey folks, thanks for tuning in. You're giving veterans a voice today. Powered by Work Simple, where we simplify your mission.
Find us on the web at mbradio.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching the final timeout here on Military Broadcast Radio, powered by Work Simple. The GOAT. Thank you, Work Simple, for the awesome studio that we have out here in Westminster, Colorado. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the World Cup is coming to an end. I know this was a big year for U.S. men's soccer. They made it all the way to the round of 16. Definitely a tough way to go out. We'll discuss that here, but gotta say, I think it's been good for the sport here in the States. Maybe hopefully this leads to more people getting invested in soccer and a better youth developmental program. There'll be some challenges facing that because problem with a lot of the youth sports nowadays in this country is that it is all very it's very hard to afford, which is very unfortunate because we're probably going to miss out on some incredibly talented athletes because they financially just don't have their families just financially don't have the way to get them involved in sports and into the right developmental programs and all of that. But that's
we have a text. Somebody is listening to us today.
Oh, where from, Joel?
The Philippines.
Oh, nice. Well, hello from the Philippines. Thank you for. I'm not really sure what the time zone difference is there, but it's
I think it's party time there right now.
Yeah, late at night. So why? Thanks for spending your Wednesday night with me. I appreciate that. Well, let's get into it. Let's talk some soccer. We'll start, with that tough loss to Belgium that the U.S. men's team did take. Was kind of just a perfect storm. First of all, like for these guys that were, a lot of them don't play in major leagues in Europe, around the world. There's a lot of MLS players here. MLS games aren't exactly getting sold out crowds. So for a lot of these guys, this was the biggest game of their career. And all of a sudden, you went from being the fun, scrappy underdog team to the bad guys because of the whole Balogun red card being overturned, which definitely sullied the vibes there. And it's one of those things where it's like, it was a terrible red card to begin with. Like, he shouldn't have had it, but then also to, like, maybe, I don't know, maybe we could have just been, it wouldn't have been as bad if Trump didn't say himself that he called into FIFA personally that to ask to get the red card overturned. And I mean, you can get to the semantics of, well, he just called and asked. That doesn't mean he requested, demanded a formal investigation, but it's still just to have a government official of any capacity making calls to FIFA and making requests when we all, like most people that know FIFA, know that it's essentially a criminal organization masquerading as a sports league. Not a good look. And I think that added, that added a ton of extra pressure to these guys, because now all of a sudden you're the bad guy and everyone's rooting on you to fail. And it all showed up on the pitch Monday night, or a few Monday nights ago. Belgium just absolutely ran through us. two inexcusable goals where it's like, I mean, this is like the highest level of soccer. I mean, this is middle school stuff. Like, why are we not defending on the back end and leaving letting a guy run straight towards our goal to get an easy cross pass, or like our defenseman and our goalie both just riffing on a ball and giving an easy straight on shot. Like goals 1 and 3 were just absolutely inexcusable, and that was a tough way to go out. But even how great this tournament was, that'll be what we remember a lot from it, was this defeat, which sucks, because it was a very fun tournament up until that point. And we can try to look for some silver linings. Is that, yes, we definitely are we're starting to see the vision and what's getting built there. We've got some really exciting players in Tillman, Balogun, who could definitely be the future face of this team. I'm not really sure I'm sold on Pulisic. He was supposed to be our big star guy. From what I've heard, he's also just always injured. And he didn't, no goals, he wasn't a hugely impactful player. So it might be time to kind of move away from him as the face of the team. But we've got a lot of exciting young and talented players that we can turn to, and hopefully there's some more line in the woodworks that are ready to earn their spot on the team. But looking back at some other fantastic matches, Mexico and England on Sunday, July 6th, was one heck of a game. One of my favorite games of the tournament. You just had, that basically a home game for Mexico, in Mexico City at the historic Azteca Stadium, and just some teams trading haymakers. A lot of great attacks from both sides. I believe what's his name? Harry Kane opened it up with a penalty kick. You had, it was scrappy too. You had guys just battling out there on the pitch. Lot of pushing and shoving on all accounts. England got a red card, which was put them down to 10 guys, and now they're going to be missing, I forget who got the name of the guy that got the red, but they'll be missing him here for this match, no. I take that back. He'll be back. He served his suspension already. It was Gerald Quansah. He missed the match against Norway, but yeah, Jude Bellingham was fantastic. He's been really in the knockout round. He's been England's best player. Harry Kane, like I said, did have the penalty goal, but Bellingham scored the other two for them. Kian Yanez and Raul Jimenez with the 2 goals for Mexico. Yeah, the environment there was insane. It was real credit. I gotta give England credit, because that, like, at that altitude, because like Mexico Azteca Stadium is like really high up, and it's hostile. You had the Mexico fans found their hotel and were firing off fireworks before their game, playing loud music. So just a tough environment to play in, but they came out and got the dub. So credit to them. Let's see here. Friday, we're going to go back to Friday, July 10th. This is where Spain's been on one of the more impressive runs of this entire tournament. And they avenged I'm sure they weren't doing it for us, but they avenged our loss to Belgium. I think Spain, I think they're gonna win it all. I really do. I'm looking at how they've run through this tournament. And I really think they've got a great shot to win it. They have a young superstar player on their team, and Lamine Yamal, but then also just like a ton of experienced, great veteran players. It's a team that's been together for a while, it appears. In this game against Belgium, Yamal had a couple of shot attempts, but it was, and some pressure, but it was guys like Mikhail Marino and Fabian Ruiz that scored the goals there for them. And looking at how they've gone through this tournament, just in general, they've been they've just been very dominant. So, and I think the draw against Cabo Verde in their first game, I think that was great for them. That woke them up. And I think really alerted them to what I'm assuming they probably thought that would be a cakewalk game. And then they really realized, I think that really made them take a hard look at what they were struggling at, what they needed to improve. And since then, they've just been one of the most consistently dominant teams. They've only conceded 1 goal this entire tournament. So defensively, they've been great. And when the offense gets going, they had 4 against Saudi Arabia the very following game, 1-0 victory over Uruguay. Get to the knockout stage, and they took out Austria 3-0. Beat a very good Portugal team 1-0. Belgium, the only team to score on them, and they're 2-1 victory for them. And then against yesterday against the overwhelming favorite when this tournament started, France, to go to a 2-0 victory. And you watch that game, Spain was in control of that game for basically all of it. They really dominated from start to finish. France just, they didn't get a lot of opportunities to attack. Kylian Mbappe and Dembele, their 2 leading goal scorers, just had a tough time getting good shot opportunities. They were, between the 2 of them, they only had 5 shots in total, which is not a position France wants to be in. Excuse me. And then, you got some defenders for Spain coming down and getting goals. They just had a lot more ball control, a lot more pressure. And
they probably have a lot more support too.
Who, Spain?
Spain, yeah.
What do you mean, by support?
Well, okay, so we already know that European countries, they definitely have more support and more financial.
Oh yeah.
For soccer, because we're not really a soccer country. So Spain and who they're going against, Spain's been doing this for a while. This is kind of their sport.
Yeah. Oh no, it definitely is. They won the World Cup back in 2010, and France. France also has a lot of support. This is their 5th time in the past 6 or 7 tournaments that they've made it to the semifinals or deeper. So this is an incredibly good French team. They're super deep. But this is also a really deep Spanish team. And yeah, I think they just seem to completely overwhelm France. So this might be a good moment for, this is kind of like a defining moment for Mbappe. This was I don't really, maybe people who follow soccer more closely will see it, but I was seeing online it was being compared to 2010 Messi. And so obviously we know how Messi's career has gone. And he's widely regarded as the greatest of all time. So this could be a big swing moment in his career. We'll see how he comes back in the next World Cup. But yeah, we're focused right now on Spain, and I think they'll win it. Regardless of if it's England or Argentina that comes out of it, I really do think Spain, they've just been phenomenal defensively and goalkeeping. They counterattack super well. They to me are the favorite left. The other two teams on the left, you've got England and, as they're now affectionately known, Vargentina. England's kind of England versus the refs. I mean, Argentina's a great team, but they have not really looked great in a lot of the matchups. Some bailout calls both against Cabo Verde and Egypt. Two games that they very easily could have lost. A couple of really crucial goals disallowed, both on some very ticky-tacky offside calls. And then Switzerland, that game against Switzerland was close, but it just felt like the calls kept stacking up for Argentina, and eventually they got it. So I kind of see it just seems like they don't want Messi to lose. I don't know what it is, but yeah, Argentina's been they're a frustrating team to watch, because I see why they're called Vargentina. But again, they do also have some incredible players. Messi's at his old age, he's kind of just there as along for the ride. I mean, he was really great in the knockout stage, but it's been guys like Julian Alvarez, Lautaro Martinez, Nico Gonzalez, guys like those have been really leading the charge for them in these knockout games. I will say, they are a great team. They play really well together as a team. So I mean, it's not surprising to me that they're as good as they are. But they were really deadlocked with Switzerland, all of regulation, and went into extra time, and then in extra time they scored 2 goals to get that 3-1 victory there. So it was a great run from the Swiss, though, to get to the quarterfinals. But their opponent, England, again, another masterclass from Jude Bellingham against Norway. 2 goals in this one. And then they did a pretty good job of keeping Holland away from good striking opportunities. Norway is a fun team to watch. It's bummed that they didn't advance. So questioning why Holland was taken off the field in the extra or in the stoppage time, especially when you're trailing. He's one of the best strikers on the entire planet, so that doesn't make a ton of sense to me. And then they missed him on some opportunities there as well. But Norway, I think, really exceeded expectations. And when a guy like Holland, he's going to come back. He's going to be there for the Norwegian team.
Are we not ready to go on break?
Not quite.
Okay, my bad.
A couple more minutes.
Okay. My bad.
Yeah. So to look ahead at tonight's matchup for England versus Argentina, it's going to be interesting because from the history I've learned, England has definitely gotten screwed by the refs and had some really bad losses in the past that were really controversial.
So we got a text from TikTok. It says, which player do you expect to be the biggest impact in the semifinals?
In tonight's game?
Yes.
Ooh, for me, it's Bellingham. I think he's been so dominant the past 2 games. I mean, 2 goals in his past 2 games. And like I said, he's really looked like England's top player in this. I think Argentina is an overall more well-rounded and deeper team.
Okay.
But England, again, it's a veteran team, and they've got Harry Kane's still a phenomenal player, and Bellingham. I mean, Bellingham's really been cooking. So I think like if he can be the X factor, his aggression and his pressure on the goal.
So now in soccer, they have what? Do they have the same thing as like the Super Bowl, like Super Bowl MVP, like
for the tournament there was the Golden Boot.
Okay, so the Golden Boot.
Which
do you see anyone in these 4 teams that are playing? Do you see anyone, that player, like, can you make a prediction? Who do you think's going to win the Golden Boot?
I believe it goes to whoever has the most goals.
Okay.
So looking at it, Lionel Messi, he does have the best chance. He's got 8 goals.
Okay.
In here. But I mean, if Bellingham is keeps scoring the way he's scoring, him or Harry Kane, they both have 6, but like another 2 goals or a hat trick, something like that, then they could easily jump up. And like I said,
Right.
Messi's been he hasn't really scored a whole lot the past few games. He did have one. He didn't have any against Switzerland. He only had 1 against Egypt. So he got off to a fast start, but it's been, they had a hat trick and then 2 goals, but he has sort of slowed back a bit. And it has seemed like they've been running the offense more towards some of the younger players. Honestly, I'm like Bellingham to me really seems like he's entered a different state. Like you kind of see like these guys, like these star players who just like as the playoffs progress, they just get better and better. Like it's like,
if you guys have questions and you're not on TikTok and you're not on social media, if you're listening on the phone app, hit us up on the Total Talk text line, 720-619-0627. Phone lines are open. HG is discussing FIFA World Cup. I guess that's what you say, right? FIFA World Cup 2026. Let us hear you, especially if you have any questions.
So
this is the last one, and then probably go on break if you want to, but some of the semifinal discussion, like, do you think England has what it takes to beat Argentina?
I absolutely do. And honestly, I was going to give the nod to England. I think I do think that they have like I said, I think Argentina is a little more well-rounded, but I think England right now has got the best player left in the tournament. Bellingham, like I said, he's just entered that state that like stars, like in the biggest games, like the moment just comes to him. So like, I think right now he's playing the best of any player left in the tournament. And Argentina, they did just win it. And I think like it's been a very long tournament for them. And I can't maybe they're just getting lucky, but I can't imagine that all the calls are going to go their way. And this is probably they're so close to bringing it back home. So I think that there's just it's a veteran squad. Like a lot of these guys have been playing for the English national team for a while. So I think like to them, like they're ready for the moment and they can get it done. They can get to the finals. But I do think so I would say England advances. Your third place matchup is going to be a rematch of the finals from the 2022 Qatar game, which is France and Argentina. And then I'll say give me France to get the revenge and take the third place in this, and then Spain versus England. I'll say France in a 2-1 victory wins, and then give me Spain 3-2 over England in the finals.
All right.
Yeah, but all right. We're gonna go ahead and hit another music break. When we come back, we'll get into some NBA Summer League, talk about what's going on.
And this next song that we're getting ready to play, he's another veteran. His name is David Brody. It is brand new. It's Fire in Her Eyes. So whatever you do, stay with us. Don't go away. You're listening to the final timeout right here on the station that's letting our veterans' voices be heard. Listen to MBR. What are we tease us? What are we talking about when we come back, HG?
NBA Summer League.
NBA Summer League. So if you do sportsbook, make sure you stay with us.
Huh.
Let me tell you a story about a woman that I know. She's got the world in the palm of her hands, but she's reluctant to let go. Her broken heart is like a ball and chain that she wears like a pair of shoes. She's standing there at the fork in the road. Lord, she don't know what to do. Things happen for reasons that we may never understand. In the winds of change, she finds the strength to stand. Through the valleys low and the mountains high, she'll rise like the dawn with a fire in her eye. Takes, she dances with the past, embracing each moment, knowing nothing's meant to last. With the echoes of her laughter, she'll carve her path anew. In the tapestry of life, she'll make her dreams come true. Things happen for reasons that we may never understand. In the winds of change, she finds the strength to stand. She'll rise like the dawn with a fire in her eye.
The station where our veterans' voices are heard. MBR Talk.
Hey folks, thanks for tuning in. You're giving veterans a voice today. Powered by Work Simple, where we simplify your mission.
Find us on the web at mbradio.com.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back to the final timeout. You're on Military Broadcast Radio, powered by Work Simple. Done a good show today, discussing some MLB All-Star, the FIFA World Cup. Shifting gears a little bit to the NBA Summer League. A great time for rookie and young and experienced players to go out, play some meaningful basketball, show off their skills.
And we got a question right off of TikTok. This comes from Country Girl. Which rookie has impressed you so far for the most during the Summer League?
Okay, well, I'll give you the obvious, AJ Diamansa, but that's no surprise. He was the number 1 overall pick. I mean, he has an insane skill set. He's averaging, looks like 25 through the Summer League. Like that, that's the obvious answer. He's been fantastic, and he is going to be a stud. I'll just tell you that. But a little sneakily, Malik Thomas dropped all the way to the second round. The Cavaliers snagged him. They definitely needed some guard help. This guy looking like a day 1 starter, the backup Donovan Mitchell, which will be huge for Cleveland. He's a Coach Calipari guard from Arkansas. He's been absolutely fantastic. He's actually leading all players in the NBA Summer League, averaging 28 points per game. He's shooting, and it's not like he's just chucking shots too. He's doing this on really good efficiency, like 50% from the field. He's shooting 46 from 3. You're seeing the playmaking. It's good. He's able to get some rebounds. Defensively, he's averaging 2.3 steals a game so far. So I would say Malik Thomas has been the most impressive rookie. He's going to make a lot of teams look stupid. This has been incredible, really impressive. I've also loved what I've seen from Caleb Wilson. Caleb Wilson looks like he's going to be insane. Chicago's going to be a fun team, man. You have the Josh Giddey point guard with Buzelis and Caleb Wilson running your 3 and 4 position. It's going to be a potential for Lob City 2.0 in Chicago coming up this year. Some not rookie players that have looked pretty good. Trey Johnson averaging 26 per game over this Summer League. Janai Broom, second-year player who never really got onto the floor last year for the 76ers. Really looks like he might get a chance, especially with Embiid's injury problems. I think he could really be a big asset for what's already a really good 76ers team. Carter Bryant, we saw have some meaningful minutes in the postseason for San Antonio, but again, he's looking like he's really just developed his game very well. I want to highlight some individual performances too that have jumped out to me. So back on the 4th of July, man, 2nd round pick Darren Peterson, he popped off with a 28 game point performance in a really close 103 to 102 matchup between the Hawks. So I'm liking what I'm seeing from some of these guys. Ace Bailey, the other rookie, or the 2nd-year player rather, from them. He's one of those guys that's got me scratching my head a little bit. He's very, the skill set, I see it's all there. It just hasn't really, to me, he hasn't just really actualized it yet. So that's going to be very interesting. Is he, because the Jazz spent the 2nd round pick on him last year as well. That's going to be interesting to see, like, if that really how that pays out for him. Another guy that might be Allen Iverson 2.0, Darius Acuff. He's gonna have to work on his efficiency if he wants to be AI. But man, his ball handling, his shot creation and creativity, his speed and quickness off the dribble, all there, all very reminiscent of AI. But dropped 25 also on July 4th against the Nets, but he did it on some rather inefficient shooting numbers. Like I said, I mean, sometimes you just don't shoot the ball well. That's okay. You gotta just can't be afraid to score. He has just, again, it just looks so elite. The shot creation and the quickness off the dribble. It's a lot of fun to watch. We had the battle of the number 2 and number 3 picks, Cam Boozer and Darren Peterson. Loving what I'm seeing from Boozer just as a rebounder, and his post scoring. And second-year player Cedric Howard, man. Memphis got a fun little team brewing there. John Morant traded away. I'll be interested. It's interesting, what this lineup is going to look like. Taking a look at their roster here, their depth chart. It's the guard position, the point guard position, that makes me that I think could be where their weakness is. You go Scottie Pippen or do you go Ty Jerome? But looking at the end, I don't think they have a ton of depth at center. I like Zach Edey. I mean, he's super tall, good rebounder, adds some rim protection, solid post work. He's not like a elite shot creator, but you give him like a one-on-one, he's got good touch around the basket. But pair that up with Cam Boozer at your 4 and Jeremy Grant, who they acquired in the John Morant trade. That's a very solid front court. Cedric Howard, I think, is going to just be phenomenal for them. I don't know if I necessarily want him taking on all the playmaking duties. So that'll be, I think, where they're just held back. You'll see, like, will it be Jerome? Will it be Scottie Pippen Jr.? It's tough. I would maybe lean more towards Jerome, but keep their minutes. I think Scottie is a better scorer, but Jerome gives you a little bit more with their playmaking. So that's just a big thing. Like, the guard play for them will be a question mark, but I'm loving what the potential Memphis Grizzlies lineup could look like. Let me know, like, who's your favorite team. I'd love to take a look at your guys' roster and tell you what I think the best potential lineups are. I think Cedric Howard, man, he's going to be in for a big year, though, in year 2. So that's the guy to keep an eye on through all of this. Here we go. Also bringing us to a battle between the 1 and 2 picks. So Darren Peterson versus AJ DeBonsa. Man, like I was mentioning Trey Johnson, the Wizards got some dogs here. DeBonsa with 27 in this one, Johnson with 26. Peterson, he showed out though. He scored 24 in this one. Fun little matchup there between the 1s and 2s. But we were just looking at the Grizzlies lineup. We're gonna go look at the Wizards potential lineup, or some lineups I could theorize. We'll see how they put this all together. But they have to be just ecstatic watching what they've got here in the summer league. So, I mean, right now, Trae Young, should he be healthy, you would imagine is your starting point guard. But I'm Bub Carrington coming off the bench, but I think he could also, if Young has some injury problems, could fill in very well for them. And then again, it's like you've got Keyshawn George will likely be your starting point guard. But I mean, I love the explosiveness and scoring ability of Trey Johnson off the bench. Huge. I think that is an absolutely huge upside for them. This is what is exciting. The big thing for Washington is going to be the health, because you have always damaged Anthony Davis. Trae Young's had trouble staying on the court the past couple of years, but you have a starting five of Trae Young, Keyshawn George, AJ DeBonsa, Anthony Davis, and Alex Starr. If they can all stay on the court this year or play like 55 to 65 games together, you're looking at a Wizards team that I think could easily win 50 to 54 wins. They could be I think, like I said, if they can hit that 55 to 65 game window, you're looking at like a floor of 45 wins, a ceiling of 54. I could see for this Washington team. They've got depth too. I mean, I don't hate DeAndre Ayton as a backup to Alex Sarr. Chris Middleton, again, a great mid-range scorer, a little undersized to maybe be Anthony Davis's backup. And then you've also got like guys like Justin Champagnie, Will Riley. You could maybe flex Felix Okapar into there. Then like DeBonsa, when he comes off, he's right now my rookie of the year favorite going into the season. I know, well, shocking, the number one overall picture rookie of the year contender, but he's shown durability. I think he'll be on the court a lot and be carrying the load a lot for Washington. So very fun roster to look at there. All right, I'm going to go get a little homery here and just talk about my hometown, Denver Nuggets. Feeling a lot of excitement and optimism about one of our newest draft picks by the name of Trevor Brazile. He popped off last night. He is an athletic wing, good defender, great, lob threat. He was a lob threat there, kind of Arkansas, can protect the rim. And he's got a nice little three ball. He was hitting he shot 6 of 12.
Now,
last night.
HG, since we're talking about the Denver Nuggets, what is on your radar when it comes to LeBron James? Because that has been a big topic this week. He's searching for a team. The Nuggets are pretty much formatted for a championship now. They just need that extra brick. What's your radar looking like for him?
I would like it. Because he's first of all, like, I know he's pretty old, but like he still averaged. I'd have to look it up. I don't know off the top of my head, but it was still like somewhere in the mid, like 22 to 24 range. At his age, that's good numbers, especially because again, he would be like our number 3 or 4 offensive option. He's a great basketball mind. He's still a good defender. Can move his feet, so it would certainly make us better.
I was just going to help you money wise. So right now it's saying that money wise, fitting LeBron's salary under the salary cap could require significant roster moves or a sign and trade scenario. Yeah. Competition wise, Denver isn't alone though. The Cavaliers, 76ers, Heat, and Warriors and Timberwolves and others are in the works. And there's a question: would LeBron James and Jokic. I can't pronounce
Nikola
it.
Jokic.
Yeah, be the most unstoppable duo in NBA, or would Denver be better off keeping its current core? Give us your thoughts.
Here, it all depends on what LeBron's willing to sign for. Like I think for us, realistically, he would need to take a pay cut somewhere around the vet minimum. Because I mean, otherwise that could make things even more difficult for us in the salary department. But if he were willing to do that, in this final year, I would, because Aaron Gordon's been the past couple of years just had a problem staying healthy. I would move Aaron Gordon to the bench, and I would have LeBron play the 4. And then you would have a starting lineup of Jamal Murray, Christian Brown, Cam Johnson, LeBron James, and Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, because in fact, if you're listening right now, fact or cap? Fact, LeBron to Denver would make the Nuggets the championship favorite, or cap, LeBron is better off signing somewhere else. Tell us what you think. Send us a message. Ask HG. There you go.
Yeah. I would say even LeBron would make us one of the title favorites. Right now, going into the season, the 76ers really catch my eye. And I guess I just have to go with the Spurs because they've been keeping the team. They got Wemby re-signed. He took a bit of a pay cut to give him some roster flexibility. So those would probably be my top 2, but LeBron would definitely put us in that conversation. The NBA season is just so fluid. There's always so much in motion that it's hard to give a definitive who would be the Super Bowl favorite, or not Super Bowl, who would be the finals favorite, but that would certainly put us in the conversation. Okay. I was talking about that rookie, Malik Thomas, and he had a game on Monday night that I think really just showcased why he is going to make a lot of teams look stupid. He dropped 35 in a 90-73 victory that their summer league team had. I mean, he has been, like the Cavs summer league team, their plan is to get him the ball and let him work. A couple of steals as well. He blocked a shot. 35, 3-3 on 14 of 23 shooting, knocked down 5 threes. He was 5 of 9 from deep. I mean, I know it's summer league, but this guy's he's the complete package. You can really fine tune all that stuff for like the pro games and like it's all there, like you just, the right coaching can bring it out of him. JB Bickerstaff's a really good coach. The Cavaliers have done a pretty good job of developing guards in recent years. He's just, he's going to be a problem. I think he might be the next great, like, second round steal that we see. And then I wanted to just highlight one final performance, which was Caleb Wilson, also on Monday night. Scored 19 points. He had 8 rebounds, but on the defensive side of the ball, this guy could be an elite rim protector with 5 blocked shots. Like his athleticism and fearlessness to go up and just get the ball. He also posted 2 steals in this game. Such a complete player. Chicago, Jimmy Covers, I don't know if you're listening, but I am very excited to watch Bulls basketball this year. I cannot wait. It's going to be pretty good. It's going to be really good. But all right, we're going to go ahead and hit our next music break. That's going to do it for the NBA Summer League. When we come back, I will jump in and we'll talk a little what's going on in the WNBA. Had the Commissioner's Cup. I didn't get a chance to cover on the last show. We'll talk about that. And then we still got the 82-0 challenge coming up today. So make sure you don't go anywhere. You're watching the station that's giving our veterans a voice, MBR, powered by Work Simple. Stay with us.
Well, if I die tomorrow, you will remember me. And did I do the right things in life? If I die tomorrow, you will remember me. And did I do the right things for my family? Always under pressure, now I stare it at the sun. I'll ride these wings to heaven, what I did is what I've done. And if I died tomorrow, would you come visit me? Wipe off my headstone, maybe rake some leaves, place some pretty flowers and get down on your knees. Maybe say we miss you, then come back another week. Never take for granted your time on this earth. Live each day like it's your last. Love the ones you hold dear. Oh, well, if I die tomorrow, you would remember me. And did I do the right things in life? If I die tomorrow, you would remember me. And did I do the right things for my family? And did I do the right things for my family? And did I do the right things for my family? Well, if I die tomorrow, you would remember me. And did I do the right things in life? If I die tomorrow, you would remember me. And did I do the right things for my family? Always under pressure, now I stare it at the sun. I'll ride these wings to heaven, what I did is what I've done. And if I die tomorrow, and if I die tomorrow, would you come visit me? Wipe off my headstone, maybe rake some leaves, place some pretty flowers, and get down on your knees. Maybe say we miss you, then come back another week. Never take for granted your time on this earth. Live each day like it's your last. Love the ones you hold dear. On the front lines we stand, side by side, with courage and strength that we won't let slide. Through the chaos, our hearts beat as one. Each brother's a soldier, into battle we run. When the shots ring out, we won't back down. In the silence of loss, we'll wear our crown. We are soldiers, brothers in arms. Through fire and fury, we weather the storms. In unity, forged through the blood that we shed. Together we stand, living for the dead. Each step we take, through the mud and the pain, memories linger like the echoes of rain. We fight for the fallen, our spirit won't break. In honor we carry their names in our wake. Though the cost is high, our bonds grow tight.
In the darkest of hours we'll shine our light. We are soldiers, brothers in arms. Through fire and fury we weather the storms. In unity forged through the blood that we've shed. Together we stand, living for the dead. With every heartbeat, we carry their name. In the brotherhood force, we'll never be the same.
The station where our veterans' voices are heard. MBR Talk.
Hey folks, thanks for tuning in. You're giving veterans a voice today. Powered by Work Simple, where we simplify your mission.
Us on the web at mbradio.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final timeout in Military Broadcast Radio. I am your host, HG. We've had a good show today. Love all the questions. Please keep them coming. I love answering them. I love talking to the viewers. In the meantime, we're going to jump in and discuss a little WNBA, what's been going on in this season there. Didn't get a chance last show to talk about the Commissioner's Cup, which was unfortunate because it was a fantastic game. It saw the New York Liberty defeat the Las Vegas Aces 93-85. Aces were going into this without their top lady, Asia Wilson, was dealing with some injury. But we saw Jackie Young step up to the plate and show out in a fantastic performance. She was 31 points, 7 assists. Unfortunately, she didn't get a whole lot of help from the rest of her team. The rest of the starters, I mean, you had a donut from Stephanie Talbot, which, you never like to see that. Also missing some of the size out there.
I was getting ready to ask you,
they really got killed on the boards. With no Asia out there.
One thing I was going to ask you, like one of the hot topics right now that's going in the news story is, do you feel, I'll tell you how I feel, but has the WNBA reached a new level of popularity over the last 2 seasons? And my opinion on that would be yes, and I would say that they should owe all that to Caitlin Clark. I mean, like literally, she's kind of like the Michael Jordan of women's basketball right now.
Yeah, she certainly did help the popularity of it. It had been growing steadily, and it had been going up. I think she really helped cause the surge and boom, because it has been these are probably some of the most viewed seasons the past 2 years, where you're really seeing arenas get sold, close to sold out. And
but you don't think she was a face?
Well, I mean, when you say face, I also think you need to be the best player in the league, and she's good. She's really good. She definitely has the potential to be the best player, but she is not the best player in the league. And she's an exceptional shooter, and she's got some elite playmaking abilities, but she's kind of a liability on defense. She looks lost out there sometimes.
Well, could that be the coach? Because I haven't heard anything about women's NBA basketball until Caitlin Clark came into the picture. So now when I think of women's basketball, I think of Caitlin Clark,
Well, I mean, yeah, that's fair, but it's been around for a while, and there were.
Well, I know it's been around. I'm just saying that. So that's the only reason why I was thinking that.
Yeah, I mean, she's good. She's got a lot of potential to be the face of the league, but right now, I think I mean, she'll have some competition from like a player like Paige Beckers, who's a year behind her, but you still have like right now, to me, Asia Wilson should be the face of the league. She's getting major. She is. She's got like these major brand deals. She could be well on her way to another MVP. This would be her 5th. Her team is second place right now in the league, so they're also in title contention. Yeah, and like, don't get me wrong, like I do, like Clark is a great player. Like I said, she's such a creative passer, and she's got great playmaking ability. And like when she's on from deep, like she is just an elite shooter. But I don't know. I wouldn't even say she's necessarily the best player on her team. Aaliyah Boston needs her respect and her flowers. I mean, Clark missed over half the year last year with a nagging groin injury, and Aaliyah Boston took that team, or led that team, to the semifinals. But dude, I didn't want to flash back to the cup because I mentioned Jackie Young didn't get a ton of help. We saw a couple of other players that have really been stars in the league. This was good if you're a Liberty fan. That was fun to watch with Sabrina Ionescu and Breanna Stewart kind of take control of the game. The guard forward combo there was on it. Sabrina knocking down 5 threes. Stewie with a 25 and 11 double-double. She also recorded 2 blocks and 2 steals in that one. And that's just been something that the Liberty, who were champions just 2 years ago, have really been struggling to find this year. They just haven't been able to get that success. I mean, it's just been a very middle of the pack year. Yeah, they won the Commissioner's Cup, but they're 13 and 11. Some nights they just don't look really in sync. And they have these wild swings of ineffective or inefficient shooting. But you want to look at some of the top teams. I mentioned the Aces. They're one of the teams I think will absolutely be in contention for the championship, especially with, like, if you have Asia out there, she's just the most dominant player in the post. I mean, she's like, her off season, her training, like, she trains with her husband, Bam Adebayo. So she's like training and, practicing her scoring against and defending against an all NBA defensive caliber player. And she just, I mean, the work she puts in, she's become a great shooter as well. It'll be tough I really think it'll be tough for you to give the MVP to anybody else but her. She's averaging almost 26 a game, while also averaging 10 rebounds and 3 assists per game, 2 blocks per game, and 2 steals. Like, it is just like the most complete player in the league. But what really makes the Aces so good is that you have this elite, this really dominant interior post player. And then you've got, I mean, not one, but 2 really great point guards. They're both elite playmakers. They facilitate super well. And then they also can score at a pretty decent clip. I mean, Jackie Young's averaging 16 a game. But then you've got Chelsea Gray averaging 12. And then they're, each averaging around 7 assists per game. So it's just like they're both out there on the court just creating. They've got some good 3-point shooting as well. So it's tough. I mean, like, it's like a pick your poison. Do you want to send the double inside and risk a kick out to some highly efficient shooters, or do you want to let, the most dominant interior player in the league get a one-on-one matchup? So pick your poison type of match. And then Jewel Lloyd and Kennedy Carter coming off the bench. So it's just like still, you don't really lose anything in terms of guard play coming off the bench as well. But I do think behind Asia and in the front court, they're a little thin there. Otherwise, they just aren't getting a ton of production from some of their backup bigs, aside from Melissa Smith's out there on the floor with Asia. But yeah, they're a little. That's probably their big Achilles heel, is their lack of size and depth behind Asia. The team that I think right now, though, if I was a betting person, would be the favorite is the Minnesota Lynx. They're on a 3-game win streak right now. Just took down the Liberty, the Mercury, and the Sun in quick succession. And for a lot of the season, they haven't had, again, another one of the top players in the whole league, which is Nafisa Collier. She's just been dealing with a nagging injury all year. And a rookie, no less, Olivia Miles, has stepped up and led the team in scoring. While also, I mean, like when they drafted her, I thought like, all right, well, she's going to really add a level of playmaking that they need. Their offense can get really stagnant in the half court. And Olivia is very good at running a good decision maker and good at running a half court offense. But the way she's just been fearless and has come out and been the leading scorer on this team. And they've got some good scores. I mean, Kayla McBride's a knockdown shooter with a great mid-range package. Natasha Howard, one of the better power forwards in this league. She, creative post footwork and great touch around the rim. So, and even Courtney Williams, who's got one of the best mid-range jump shots in the whole league. So it's not like she's, it's a squad of non-scorers or people that don't have great scoring ability. So that, I think that's just been part of the reason they've been so dominant, is that even missing like one of your top players and somebody who could give Asia a run for her money. Olivia's sliding in there, and her decision making and processing for a rookie is it's really incredible, because like averaging 6 assists a game while scoring nearly 20 points, and her only averaging around 3 turnovers a game. That's elite. That's really good processing and distribution, while also protecting the basketball. You just don't see that out of rookie players too often, really, in any sport. So it's pretty special what she's doing here. I'm liking the Golden State Valkyries, second-year team, and in third place, tied with the Aces in record at 17-17. They're second in the West overall. Excuse me. Really, it's like a team that just plays good defense. They've got a really good defensive, minded coach. They don't give up a lot of points. It's not a team that's going to blow you away scoring, but they just do such a good job of defending. Their help is, they play great help defense. They're allowing the fewest points per game in the league. They really take away the 3-point line. They force teams to try to score inside. They've got the second lowest opponent field goal percentage in the league here. So, it's just smothering. You can tell it's really ingrilled into them, no easy baskets. That's how they play the win, is we're going to beat you with the defense first, because they're not like a team that's going to blow you away scoring. They do score decently. They're 82 points per game, but It's just smothering defense. Gabby Williams leading that team there. But yeah, it's a lot of the supplemental draft. So it was a lot of players that hadn't really been able to carve out roles on their own team that got a chance here. Like Veronica Burton, Janelle Salerin, that are really getting like a major role and have been contributing to a very successful season. Second-year player Caitlin Chen has been really good for them off the bench too. So this is a fun team to watch. They've got the recipe to win in the postseason, because that's I think the backbone and the identity of this team is the tough defense and trying to force turnovers, forcing bad shots, holding the opponent, dragging them into the mud. When you can play like that in the postseason, that's a good recipe to win. And you just really need the only thing that might hold them back is just a player that can be really efficient or score in the clutch. I do think Gabby, she's got that ability, or even Janelle Salion. They both shoot around 41% from the field, but Salion's also nearly a 40% 3-point shooter. So, but they do really good at creating easy shots for themselves with their defense. One other team that I like to highlight here at the midpoint of the season is actually the Atlanta Dream. They made the move to bring in Angel Reese into their front court, and I think she's finally found a good role for her, which is not taking a lot of shots per game and just focusing on rebounding and defending. And despite that, I mean, she's still averaging 15 a game. Her shooting's honestly gone up. She's been a little more efficient this season. Don't look at the 3-point shooting. That hasn't been good, but it's really just enabled. I mean, they have such an elite depth at guard, and they finally have some solid depth in their front court. Medina Okot there at center, but like Reese, Naz Hillman, also just there in the front court. Ryan Howard she's kind of a combo between a shooting guard and a small forward. She can play the 3, and she has. And then you've got Jordan Canada and Alicia Gray are just tearing it up. There's a lot of great Jordan Canada. I love her facilitating. She does a great job of running that offense. And then Howard and Gray, both averaging around 18 points per game this year. That was the big thing for Atlanta last year. It was like the guard depth, because I mean, like we'll even look behind that with like Tiana Pau and Isabel Boritas coming off the bench for them. They just really were lacking some size in the front court, and that was one of the things holding them back, was just their overall inability to rebound. They could get killed on the boards, but now they're at least a little more competitive in there, and they're getting more second chance points. They've got so many elite scorers there. So that they're a dark horse for me. They're currently 5th or 6th. Currently 6th in the standings, rather, behind the Fever and the Wings, who are 4th and 5th. So a team that could really surprise, could pull off a big upset, could surprise somebody. one of those teams to watch, though, in the W. As I mentioned, Asia probably, I mean, she's just running away, in my opinion, with the MVP race. Her numbers are just so unreal, averaging 26, 10, and 3 on the shooting numbers, too. Like, she's 50% from the field, shooting 40% from 3. It'll be tough to catch her, but maybe one of Caitlin Clark's teammates, Kelsey Mitchell, she's been really lighting it up, scoring this year, averaging around 22 points per game. She just doesn't do too much else. Like, she's a pure scorer. She doesn't do too much else overall, which might hold her back. Olivia Miles, I mean, if she keeps playing the way she's playing, she is going to absolutely run away with Rookie of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, that might go to Asia as well. Kia Stokes, she's been pretty good for the defensively. Carmela Cardoza, I wouldn't be surprised. Her rim protection has been really good this year. A couple of favorite people to look out for in terms of DPOY. But another exciting season. We're about at the halfway point for it. I'll keep giving you updates as we move along and go through the season. But it's that time, everyone. It's everyone's favorite segment. This is what we're going to do for the rest of the show. Team building exercise.
I'm putting together a special team.
It's the 82-0 challenge. We're still working to get this done here. And I will share the screen with you. We beat it on classic mode, but we need to do the hoop IQ mode. We've come close a couple of times, but you're at the mercy of these spins here, but we're going to go ahead. We're just going to jump into it, get our first spin off here. Solid one here with OKC in the 80s. I'm tempted to run Dale Ellis here because we got some flexibility with him. Maybe Eddie Johnson, but Tom's not a bad option here, but Dale's like giving us like a pretty cool 25 per game. We'll go ahead and throw him in the shooting guard slot for now. Miami in the 2020s, not the best. I'm going to respin the era here. Hopefully we can get LeBron. And we did. Okay, perfect. That's, I'm going to search him up actually. There we go. We will throw him. We'll just throw him small forward for now. Awesome that we can just move him around to any spot if we need to open it up. We're going to get Sacramento here in the 2020s. I don't want to waste the team respin. So I feel like Chris Webber, he's given us he'll give us solid numbers at the power forward slot. So we're going to slide Chris Webber in there. We're going to get Chicago of the 2010s. That's a rough one. We're going to use our team respin here. Oh, Detroit's not much better. Maybe we go Ben Watson, Chauncey. Feel free to play along with me. Drop in the, and let me know in the comments who you think I should take. This is definitely a tough one. We could put Chauncey other guard. I just don't know if that's I don't know if it's going to be him or Was Ben really scoring like that's also the question. You're gonna really need those points per game really helping this. I'm gonna go with Chauncey Billups at the point guard and Savers center for a final spin. Man, we get Cleveland in the 70s. I think this is Bob Rule. Hammer Nate Thurman. That's a tough one. I'm going to go with Thurman here. Hopefully that's the right choice. Ooh. Oh boy, Nate. That was the wrong error of Nate Thurman. Yeah, overall, I think we made the right choices until Nate. We should have gone Bob Rule there. That's on me. We run it back. Hopefully the spins are a little bit better. Those are some brutal ones. Oh, man. Come on. It's really only 2 decades worth getting for Chicago, so we're going to spin again and try to get those. Now we got the 2010s. All right, we are going to go Derrick Rose here. Afraid that's the only play. Dallas in the 2000s. This is Dirk Nowitzki all day. Where's there you go. Dirk, we'll throw him out there 4. Not a bad start though. We're good here. Oh man, Atlanta. I think we gotta go. I think I'm gonna go Joe Johnson here. Joe was shooting the rock there. He was hooping, if you remember. Oh, all right. Well, nice. We got the Bulls again. We will definitely just go and I'm just gonna search it up. Michael Jordan. We can throw him in there at small forward. That's the 32 points per game decade, Michael Jordan. Not all right. Clippers are just useless. We're gonna respin that there for a better center. We can play Chris Bosh as our center. Let's see how this turns out. Man, it's all right. We just didn't. That's a good team. I think 61 and 21s. That one's a little brutal. I think that's better than 61 and 21. That's at least closer to a 70-win team. All right. We keep it going. Attempt number 3. Ooh, golly. Phoenix in the 60s. I mean, Gail Goodrich, I know he was scoring like that. I'm going to do a little bit of a risky strat, though. I'm respinning the team to hope to get Golden State well, we didn't get Golden State, but we did get Philly, which gives me a Wilt. Getting Wilt in these is really really good. So we'll throw Wilt at our center there. That worked out all right. Land on the 2010s again. Oh, man, to me, it's maybe we tried Jerry Stackhouse. I don't know exactly what he was averaging. Let's see. Do they have Trae Young on here? Maybe we go young Trae Young. I don't know where his number is there. We're gonna give it a shot. He was hooping. We'll give Trae Young there. Guard the shot. All right, that's perfect. We can get LeBron the thin again. Oh wait, why am I? That was a misclick. Boy, can I type today? We'll go ahead and throw LeBron at the 3 for now. A shooting guard and a power forward. Okay, we're gonna take Luka here over Dirk. Luka just gives us overall more production in other statistical categories, as well as a lot of scoring. Final spin. Ooh, we get Sacramento in the 60s. Oh, this is brutal. We can't move Trae Young anywhere, can I? I mean, let's see. I can put LeBron there, Luka there. Can I move Trae? Oh, he's only a shooting guard. Dang. This is This is tough. Ah, man, I don't even know. I guess I gotta go Flynn. I think is our next best option. Dang, that sucks, man. Oh no, it wasn't Flynn. All right, I apologize for not really knowing who else to go in the Kings in the '60s. That's on me. Not a bad team, but yeah, that last spin sort of did us in there. Man, that sucks. Of course, we already had the point guard spot filled. Should have gone Joe Johnson. That's what burned me there, guys. Joe Johnson. All right, we're gonna get Boston in the '60s. Bill Russell wasn't scoring like crazy, but he was averaging like 20 something rebounds a game. I don't know if John Havlicek is just overall more well-rounded. I'm going to go Hondo here. I'm going to go John Havlicek. All right. Next here, we get the Lakers in the 80s. This is Magic all the well. I mean, I've got Kareem, but now Magic was averaging crazy, and we can move him around the different spots. We'll throw him in the point to start. Next one. Yeah, Charlotte of the 2010s. We're just gonna respin that. I'm avoiding using the Hornets at all costs. Perfect. We'll take Luka. Again, not the version of Luka, the best version of Luka. The 2020 ones is a lot better, but he's still good. He'll still fit our purposes. I'm liking this here. We just really need to finish strong in the front court. Minnesota. All right, now the question here is always Kevin Love or we definitely do. We don't. This is on the back end of KG's career. His numbers aren't the best. We'd take KG in the 2000s. It's Kevin Love or Karl Anthony Towns. Anybody on TikTok got a preference there, Joel? I'm leaning towards Cat, I think.
No, not yet.
All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and take Karl Anthony Towns. I think that's the right choice there. We'll leave our power forward slot open. I can move Cat around, so that gives us some flexibility. And we get Milwaukee. We'll just take Giannis here. Or actually, you know what? This isn't the best version of Giannis. I'm gonna risk it on the respin here because I think we really got to either get Kareem. Oh wow, well that's just absolutely the worst case scenario for us here. Ah man, who was even Danny Shays? I think we'll go Danny Shays. Oof, nope, this is when Danny Shays was washed. All right, well that killed us, but I don't think Giannis the averages Giannis were out weren't going to get us there anyway. So I was trying to get Kareem or the 2020s Giannis to give us a boost. All right, attempt. What is this, number 5? Oh, well, here we go. Perfect start so far. We got whoa. I am struggling to type. We get Michael Jordan. Throw him at the 2. Sacramento in the 2020s. Honestly, I could go for the respin here, but I don't hate taking De'Aaron Fox. He's averaging like almost 25 a game and 8 assists, I believe. So we will take that. Minnesota. Here we go. This is where we take Kevin Garnett. We'll take KG here. Throw him at street spot. And everyone's playing their like primary position too, which is good. Atlanta. We'll take Neek. He's averaging like 29 in the 80s. And now we just need a center. All right. We're going to move Kevin Garnett there because that opens us up to take Jason Tatum at our power forward. Oh, dang. I mean, 71 and 11 is kind of crazy to me because we scored. I mean, look at. I wonder who would even be holding us That's a really good team. All right, well, I digress. Let me know what mistake I made there, because apparently the game did not like that. We keep going though. We power on. We're gonna get that 72-0. We're gonna just rip Allen Iverson right off the bat. Awesome start there. Philly AI. Boston. Honestly, this is not the greatest era for Boston. Like I lean towards Kyrie, I think, is our best option here. Because Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, a little too young. This is more the rookie years. I'm going to respin the era. Got some better Boston eras to get the 70s. Here we go. I think Cowens ain't a bad option, but I think we just go Havlicek again. Stick him in there at small forward. It's hoping to get Bird there. That sucks, but beggars can't be choosers. We're gonna go Gilbert Arenas here. With I can't wait. I can move AI to shooting guard and put Gil as our point guard. There we go. I like our front court. We just need to finish strong in the back court. OKC in the 70s. Man, they really didn't have maybe Jack Sikma. I'm going to respin this. I'm not super confident to go with somebody there. Chicago. Ooh. That's not much better. We're going to go with Artis Gilmore, I guess. And that's not good options. That probably killed us there. I don't think we're getting it there. Oh, man, the Philly in the 90s. Well, we can take Charles Barkley, actually. All right, that wasn't bad. All right, I think Artis Gilmore was our best pick there. Man, 70-12. I think Havlicek and Gilmore just aren't giving us quite enough points per game. That's solid averages there, though. I can't believe we're still in double-digit losses. We should be getting closer. All right, we're gonna get a few more attempts here to hit that 82-0. I'm just gonna respin the team in the 90s. I don't want somebody from Phoenix, Orlando. Okay, that works out. We'll take Shaq. Where are you at? Shaquille O'Neal. Big one there. Chicago in the 60s. We're going to use the arrow respin because I don't think they got anybody we're taking. It works out. We're going to get Michael Jordan. That's big for us. So now it's not a great start. Hopefully we get some good spins. LA and all right, pop up there. We're going to go and get Magic Johnson here. Pop him in there. This is looking great. So this could be the run, guys. All right. Let's not get discouraged. Golden State. I might move. Here we go. Actually, do I take Bernard King or do I move Magic to the power forward so we can get, I think it's World Be Free. See on this team? Anybody in the comments, what would you do? I'm going to go Bernard King here. Just because I don't want to. I don't know if this was where World was averaging more points, I think, with the Clippers. Let me go Chris. We're gonna go Bernard King here. Hopefully that was the right choice. Denver in the 70s. Man, this is also not a great. Wow, this was a terrible way to finish this off. Oh, it was looking so promising. I guess we have to go George McGinnis here. 76-6, man. Yeah, Bernard. Those are good choices. All right. I wonder if maybe Magic is maybe like Kareem's the better play. Might have to try that next time. But we're coming to the end of our show today, folks. Thank you so much for watching. another edition of the final timeout here, Military Broadcast Radio, powered by Work Simple. One final time. I'm HG, signing off. Have a good one.
Hi, I'm Beaker with Military Broadcast Radio TV. We're your virtual MWR, bringing veterans radio, podcasts, gaming, animation, 3D printing, and a community that never leaves you behind. Download our Roku or mobile app today.
Wisdom to share if you listen this week, so pull up a chair and stay for a spell. We're heading down a trail where good stories dwell.